I'm Dusty Rhodes, Harold E. Rhodes. I went into the Navy by draft of June of 1943. The night of the 24th, the Japanese fleet, they snuck through Santa Bernardino Straits. Captain Evans, he stood good to his word. He says, I intend to go into harm's way. And as soon as we saw and identified the fleet as Japanese, we made a 180-degree turn and headed for the Japanese fleet. We fired the torpedoes, and one torpedo caught a Japanese cruiser and blew the bow of his ship off. But they kept coming, and we turned around and headed back to our position protecting the carriers. We had taken 2 or 3 hits, and one of the battleships fired his guns, and we could see the projectiles flying through the air. They're flying 3 in unison. They overshot us, and the Johnston, we turned back a column of 9 Japanese destroyers. So the Japanese fleet had turned, and they gave up the fight. After 2.5 hours, USS Johnson was sunk. The only way we knew to abandon ship was jumping over the side, so I jumped over the side, and when I left, before I hit the water, it was the craziest, silliest thing. I said to myself, I wonder if I'll touch bottom. And of course, it's about 5 miles deep, that part. This Japanese destroyer that after we'd all abandoned, got off the ship, he pulled alongside close range, and an officer on the Japanese destroyer, he gave us a salute and went on by and left us alone. All the first day we'd lost quite a few guys from wounds and so forth. The next day, the Sharks had one buddy. The Shark took a big chunk out of his back and took 2 attempts at the calf of his leg, and he wanted someone to hit him in the head, get him out of his misery. He didn't last long after that. During those 52 hours, there was humors and songs, and so, you know, when you're in the water, if you have to relieve yourself, there's no problem. You can't push it away because it stays with you. It was hanging pretty close to another fellow's neck, and so we helped that thing in between his neck and the collar of his life jacket. And it seemed to be there for 15 minutes or so, until he says, I smell shit. And so we had quite a laugh. It was kind of a dirty trick, but everybody got a laugh out of it. And so things like that, you know, is what kept us alive. And after the second night, there was an airplane, one of ours, saw a bunch of guys down in the water, so he radioed in. The N1 spotted us. When we saw him come towards us, saw that flag, that American flag, and that was the most beautiful sight, seeing that American flag on that mast of that ship, LCI.